Court is calling 2025 CR 0039090 State versus Christopher Cruz. Are you Mr. Cruz? State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we'll be waiving the repeat offender enhancement.
All right, did you understand you're charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon? That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand? According to the plea, there's a $1,500 fine, affirmative finding of deadly weapon, affirmative finding of family violence, and there's to be no contact with the complainant. Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years. There'll be 100 hours of community service restitution, anger management, a TAP evaluation, and an MRT. All right, then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing? All right, what's going on with in your life? Why would you attack your brother? Well, that's like not a normal reaction. You get mad and you stab your sibling. So what is going on in your relationship with him? There's more going on than just this night. No, this is you being upset with him because you wanted to use his phone and you stabbed him with a screwdriver.
Yeah, but
What's stuff on the phone? Are you saying that he was cheating with your significant other?
not necessarily. Just talking, but just the messages and stuff like that. That's all.
Well, it takes two.
Yeah.
Right? And of course, then you're in a situation where your brother owes you loyalty and the person you're with owes you loyalty, but you don't get into an altercation with them because you end up with a felony. You either accept it or speak to them calmly about it, or either you cry to whoever will listen and let it go and just say, you know what, I'm done with you all. Or, hey, brother, this is inappropriate for you to be speaking to the person I'm in a relationship with. That's how you solve that. Now you have this. So what are all the tattoos on? What are they about? I mean, what's the significance?
Tattoos are 17.
Okay, why are you getting tattoos? What do they say? No. I mean, you got a name over here, a name in the center of your chest. Who are these people that you tattooed on your body?
One of them is the one on my chest is the same that comes with seven eight.
Mhm.
The other one is it is bigger.
Okay. Okay. All right, this is what the court is going to do. There's a $1,500 fine that will be probated. 6 years deferred adjudication. I'm going to want a gang evaluation done. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. There's to be no contact with Samuel Cruz. If later you're doing well, I'll consider lifting that. 100 hours of community service restitution. How far did you go in school? All right. If you obtain your GED or some type of trade school, the court will find that the 100 hours of community service restitution is satisfied. There's intoxication involved in this, but based upon what he said was on the phone, there is also some anger issues going on too. I'm not going to ask for the MRT, but I am going to ask for anger management. And there's to be a TAP evaluation, follow recommendation. No. Have you used any type of drugs in the past? And what would that be? All right. Do you have any violent criminal history other than what you're here for today? All right, and just a deadly conduct? I'm sorry.
That's not correct. I can do. That's what you like right now.
Well, the reason why I'm asking, because maybe he needs to be in felony drug court, but they do it on a case by case basis. So we're gonna do anger management, TAP evaluation, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 30 days of release, no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors, and no residing with minors. And I'll go ahead, I'll do a referral to felony drug court, and that will be in custody. Felony drug court will see you probably by next week, and it'll be done by Wednesday. A TAP evaluation in custody would take 2 to 3 weeks. So that's why I'm doing the TAP evaluation out of custody. But if you miss any of these appointments, what will end up happening is a warrant's going to be issued for your arrest because it's a violation of your probation. Do you understand? And there's going to be field visits 1 time per month until further notice. Is there anything else you need from the court? All right.
Meet with probation, speak to.
Yes.
Along with it, what according about.
Yes, and we'll have him brought over.
And I'll be here.
All right, thank you. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, thank you. Court is calling 2024 CR 0120086 State versus Juan Carlos Ramos. And are you Mr. Ramos? You're charged with collision involving injury. That's a hybrid case in the penal code. So the range of punishment for that is not more than 5 years in the prison or not more than 1 year in the county jail and a fine not to exceed $5,000. Did you understand that the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could sentence you up to the maximum range of punishment. Did you understand? According to the plea, the state recommends deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration 2024 CC 736447, and there's to be restitution, if any, payable to the complainant. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense is at the plea. Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years. Did you understand that that's the state's recommendation and the court does not have to follow that recommendation? Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? Sorry? All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, sure.
Oh, sure you can. Yeah, get in touch with the military branch, have them zoom in. And if you sign the paperwork and you're going to the military, and if it is true that Mr. Lohman has been paid all of the restitution, if there's no objection, I will terminate your probation and allow you to go to the military. All right, so here's my question. What have you been doing in your spare time? Doing what? Doing what? Okay. All right, this is what the court is going to do. 4 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, restitution, if any, to Stephen Lohman, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. If you were drug tested today, what would the results be? All right, why not? Why are you smoking?
Just honestly.
Hmm?
Shouldn't be.
Yeah, because the military doesn't want that.
Yeah.
So it'll be a TAP evaluation out of custody. And you're going to do 20 sober meetings in 20 days. How far did you go to school?
Gregory.
And what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life? You say you're going to the military.
Yes, but they want to take money.
diploma, I did it almost. Medical, classes for different years.
Okay, all right, so these are the full conditions. 4 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UA, restitution if any to Stephen, Steven Loman, Loman, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care with minors, field visits 1 time per month for 3 months, TAP evaluation out of custody, 20 sober meetings in 20 days, 120 hours of community service restitution. If he completes his GED or obtains some higher level education or trade school or joins the military, the community service hours we deem satisfied, the aggressive driving course, and he'll provide you his certificate showing that he's completed that. And also, as a part of your agreement, the court will be taking into consideration 2024 CC 736447. Council, some misdemeanor courts, I don't know which ones anymore because they're different ones. They don't want you to sign their dismissals. So legally, could I sign it? Yes, but I don't like to unnecessarily throw weight around. So,
I don't think it'll be an issue.
all right, thank you. All right, probation, he said that he's gonna be positive for marijuana. So if you'll test for levels. All right, if you ever need anything, just let your probation officer know. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back to me and address it with me, understand?
Yes.
And if you want to go in the military, go over there, let them know that there will be no objections from the state, and I'm sure your defense counsel won't object, that I will terminate you early once you've officially signed up with them. That's been done before in this court, okay? All right, thank you. You're welcome. Hello, Mr. Washington. How are you doing today?
Pretty good.
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 002917 State versus Patrick Washington. Can I have parties announced?
Andrew Harris Edelman for the state.
Marshall D. White to Mr. Patrick Washington, defendant, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Washington?
Yes, ma'am.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No judge proceeding on the lesser included Class A deadly conduct.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of deadly conduct?
Yes,
It's a Class A misdemeanor. It's up to a $4,000 fine and up to 1 year in the Bear County Jail. According to the plea, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of deadly conduct. Your punishment is to be assessed at 306 days in the Bear County Jail. There's a $1,000 fine and no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
That's correct. Yes.
Then to the offense of deadly conduct, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
No objections here, Judge.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, respectfully, Judge, Mr. Washington, understands the situation here. He apologizes to the court, for any, delays and trouble that he may have caused. He wants to get back, to living his life, and this type of thing. He's, told me that it's not gonna happen again. And I tend to believe it, Judge. I think Mr. Washington, is gonna come back out, and I think gonna be a law-abiding citizen like he has been for most of his life.
All right. So, Mr. Washington, this is what the court will do. The court is going to order
Yes, ma'am.
there's to be 306 days in the Bear County Jail. Credit for any time served. There's a $1,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent. Is this a judgment satisfied?
Should be, Judge. If the court can do so, Mr. Washington would appreciate it very much. He does, I think, have 155 days in.
If it's just 155, they'll have to calculate it. What I can tell you at the jail, if you have not caused any problems at the jail, they'll give you 2 for 1. So every day that you serve, you will normally receive 2 days. But I don't have any control over that.
So can you stipulate, I get 2 for 1?
No, I'm not allowed to do that, but the sheriff does that. But I'm going to give you credit for any time that you've been in jail.
Yes.
And what I can tell you, Normally, if you have not caused any problems at the jail because the jail is overcrowded, they'll give you 2 for 1. Okay. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
Yes,
Did you understand it and sign it?
yes,
Because it's a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. All right, we can go off the record. Do you have a place to stay? Or are you homeless?
they working on in the jail about, giving me a housing program at the Haven for Hope. I
He
talked
was
to,
homeless.
I appreciate if you can, get the mental health, or whoever concerned about the discharge to, help me get, the program, one of the programs.
Well, I will tell you, and I know your counsel could probably help with this. They have a place in San Antonio, and I just toured the facility. And it's called Twin Village.
Yeah,
Now, in order to apply for their housing, you'll have to go through the city. But council is called Twin Village, TWIN Village.
Write it down. Right.
And what they do is, even if you're not able to get a house there, they actually have places where they would take people in to at least give them a hot meal and let them be able to shower and have access to wash their clothing that they have, okay? But they do that through the city. That's how you're able to maybe get one of those homes. They're tiny homes, but they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay,
You got a number or anything like that, Judge?
just 1 second. Let me look at that. Oh, so I think this may be a number you can call. 210-361-4322. At least they'll put you on the right track.
4332.
4322.
Thank you.
And it's located on the east side, but I think they're gonna try to build more throughout the city.
All right.
And if for some reason you can't find a place to stay or something else is going on, if I'm still here, you can always come back here and we'll see if we can help you with the place.
yeah, well, I can come to the courthouse and that,
Yeah, you can come here. If I'm still here, I'll look through and see if we can find a place for you. And also, council, they do have the community court. It's right next door with Judge Barra. They may have some information. Let me see. Does anybody have one of those booklets that have the treatment course listed in it? Oh,
This is what you're talking about?
oh, no, not this booklet. It's the one with it should have the list of the treatment court that Judge Barra has. They may have a pamphlet over there that you can. Oh, yes, and if you'll, Mr. White, the information should be in there.
Right. I'll, we'll sit down in the box if good for a minute.
Sure.
We'll see what they have.
All right, thank you so much. Good luck to you, sir.
thank you.
You have a great day, Mr. Washington. Take care of your, right. We're gonna call 2024 CR 010795 State versus Gary Flowers. Could I have parties announced?
Lisa Gary here for the state yard.
Trey Mauer for Mr. Flowers.
And you, Mr. Flowers? All right, state your excuse. It's the court's understanding, you're welcome. It's the court's understanding that an agreement between the state has been reached for a bond of $5,000. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
All right, Mr. Flowers, if you can raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Gary Flowers.
All right, Mr. Flowers, the reason why you have no bond is because you did not appear for court. Why did you not appear?
My girlfriend was co-defendant and she did the time on it, time served, and discharged the sentence and all that stuff.
I mean, but what does that have to do with you? Did you think your case was?
I was under the understanding that if she did the time, that basically the whole thing went away.
So now you know differently.
I know different. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Have you ever in the past used any type of drugs?
In the past, yes.
All right. And what would that have been?
Methamphetamine.
All right. And have you ever had any type of mental health diagnosis? Ever been on any type of medication for mental health? All right, the court will set your bond, the agreed bond at $5,000. The court is going to order regular UAs, waive fees. And the court is going to order 30 sober support meetings in 30 days. Ms. Ferguson, do we already have a new setting date for him or no? And counsel, have you received all discovery in this case?
Not yet, Your Honor.
Okay.
No, we were just hired about a week ago, so I think we're still working on getting everything.
All right. All right. Do 30 days for a plea deadline date, please. Is July 8th good?
That works, Judge.
All right, July 8th will be your plea deadline date. Ms. Ferguson, please make sure he gets a reset form. All right, is there anything else you need from the court?
No.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Amari Greenwood. Hi, if you come down, please.
Hello. I was wondering, can I? After you say whatever.
I'm sorry, what?
Can I say something? Yeah, like say something.
Well, your attorney's not here. Your attorney
Oh, I would
has a
have to leave.
medical emergency. Yeah, so it's family related.
Okay.
So she said that she would be able to be back on June 24th, so we can recall you for June 24th.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Gonna miss the Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, here's the thing. You say you're gonna miss graduation, but you know, you're on a motion to revoke.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
what you're here for. So,
That's fine.
okay.
So June 24th.
June 24th, we'll take care of it. She said June 24th, correct, Ms. Ferguson?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and we'll take care of it first thing.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Have a good day.
All right, you too. Vashawn and Deputy Laura. So you know I went to Twin Villages today. Okay, it is so beautiful. And you know, it's the tiny homes for people who are homeless. It's beautiful. And they have a garden there. And guess who I ran into? Some people who are defendants from our courtroom. Oh, yeah, they're like, yeah, they did. They're like, that's my judge. I'm like, hi. But they were so excited to have a place to stay. And they're beautiful homes. It reminds me of when my grandmother lived in the country where everybody knows everybody. And each home has different colors. And you can they're all the same size, but you can make the decision on if you want a screened in front porch. Of course, if you want a screened in front porch, then the inside is going to be smaller. And I'm like, I would choose the screened in front porch. It has the ceiling fan. They're just beautiful. And they have a clinic on site, so you can walk over to the clinic. And here's a fantastic part. They have where people who are homeless, who are not staying there, you can actually get your laundry done and take a shower.
Yeah.
And they say they give everybody at least 20 minutes to shower instead of the normal 5 minutes. And then you get 2 meals a day. So you come there and now people are building up camaraderie so they know each other. So they have the tiny homes and then they have small little motor homes for people who are not really ready to be in a home because they're like, I don't know if this is going to be good for me, but they love living in the little motor homes. Ms. Sanchez, Bianca Sanchez. Deputy Laura, is Ms. Sanchez outside? Bianca Estela Sanchez. All right, your attorney is currently in a jury trial.
Yes.
So you're going to be recalled for June 12th.
Yes.
All right, so here's the thing. Yeah, I
sorry.
understand. No. There's no need to apologize because if it's your first time showing up for court, you won't know. But we can't have the people wearing the T-straps. Like you can wear that, but if you wear that, you'll need to have some sort of jacket or either just do a camisole thing over the top, okay?
Yes.
All right, so they're gonna give you a reset form.
Okay.
And once they give you the reset form, you'll be excused.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. Ms. Sanchez, if you'll give her a reset for June 12th for a final plea deadline date. All right, thank you. Perry Carrill. Good morning.
Morning, John. Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm actually a little scared, but I'm great.
I hope you're not scared about being here because everyone here wants you to be successful. I want you to be successful.
I believe it.
So I'm just trying to get information from probation about how you're doing
Yes.
and see whether or not your probation should be ended. So I'm just going to take a report from them.
Okay.
Yes.
Judge, Judge, there was an extension status report sent into the court for him to be extended a year on his probation. The main reason for the extension is for him to be able to pay his restitution.
Mhm.
There was otherwise, he's been doing good on probation. We don't have any concerns. The original amount of the restitution was $14,000. He's paid to date $5,238, leaving an $8,762 balance. I spoke with Mr. Perillo. He says he has a plan that he wanted to tell the court, and hopefully it will be acceptable.
All right. So what's your plan?
I found it's taken this long to finally put together in a position with the felony, even though I haven't been expected, it's still a very good task, especially at my age.
Yeah.
So other construction jobs, I get chased off of because I'm just not as young as they used to be.
Yeah.
And it's just taken this long to finally find the job with that on my record, despite that, to earn enough to pay the restitution. And not only that, but I have to take care of my mother. She's 80 years old now, and she has to retire. I mean, she doesn't really have a choice.
Yeah.
So, and that's a good thing that I'm here. So I've done the best I can. When I went to jail, that was the best thing that ever happened. I made up my mind there that I was never going to fall that low. I was raised better. So there's a lot of pride. And my family is important. So
All
I
right.
can do it.
All right. So what I'm trying to do is, because there are some cases where everybody has done everything and I'm like, yeah, there's no need to keep them on. But the reason why your case is extended is because of the restitution. So if you were to pay all of your restitution, then you'll be done today. But
I'm not trying to avoid it.
yeah, but I know you have a plan. I don't understand why the restitution was so high to begin with. This case wasn't before me when it was from
It
2016.
was a Hill Big Wig that I was on the bench back then, I
Mhm.
believe, so.
So, I mean, is this appropriate restitution? I mean, I don't understand. I read the report, I read the stipulations. And the stipulation, there was, I mean, where is the restitution coming from? And who is the restitution going to? Okay. And we actually received documentation for that?
I don't. I don't.
All right, so what's in the PSI, and I don't like to go behind other people's rulings, but what's in the PSI? Is there any documentation, or is it just somebody just said, this is how much I'm due? Because if not, counsel, that may be something that you can look into.
Yes, Judge. I agree. I believe it needs to be substantiated. So. No, Mr. Gallo appreciates looking into it to see if that was justified, just to verify it. I understand that. Look into it.
And that's what I hear, but I've never seen anything.
There's nothing attached to the PSI for the documentation for that. It's just based on the victim's statement.
All right, so then this is what we're going to do, unless there's objections. Mr. Gerhan?
Yes, sir.
On this case was done before I was on the bench. It's from 2016. There was restitution that was ordered. It wasn't included in the stipulation. But in the PSI report, they came up with a restitution amount of $18,000. But there's no documentation for that. That's just somebody saying, I'm owed $18,000. But no documentation was submitted. So unless there's an objection, because it's really outside my jurisdiction at this late date, but I don't think it's fair for someone to pay restitution if there was no documentation. And it doesn't appear that it was done with his attorney being present, because it wasn't in the stipulations. And then when I read the previous judge orders, well, actually, there's nothing here, but it doesn't appear that the at the time of sentencing that a restitution amount was given. It appears that just in the stipulations, it's in the stipulations, so therefore, this is the amount of restitution. Okay.
Well, Judge, the way I'm reading this is this say $18,088, but it says the actual restitution is 8,000.
So the restitution amount was originally for the bills, I believe, was 14,000.
Yeah.
And then 5,000 has been paid, and then there's a remaining balance of 8,000.
So actually restitution was only 14,000
14,000.
to an individual, because the
Yeah.
other ones are fees and everything.
Yes.
I mean,
So-
go ahead. I'm sorry, Judge.
And so I'm thinking, if there's no objection, I don't think the defense would have any objections. If somebody can look into and see, you know, if there's some documentation for this other than somebody just saying, this is what I owe. I mean, this is what is owed.
I guess what the state's position would be, Judge, since, I mean, don't want to victimize a victim again,
Mhm.
that we would, one, ask, one, if we do have documentation, two, that we reach out to the actual victim
Yes.
and see if they've been made whole from this. I mean, since it is an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Okay. All right, if we can do that, because it appears that there were some mental health issues from what I read in the stipulations. So there were some major mental health issues going on at the time. So then if y'all can look in that, for now, the extension is going to be granted. And then if defense, you come in with information, or probation, if you have information that there's actually no more restitution owed, then the court will strongly consider just terminating because he's done everything.
I think Mr. Garrett had obviously the good idea of reaching out to the complaining witness just to verify that the amount reflected here was the actual amount, and then obviously documentation, and to see what their feelings are as to more amount need to be paid, or if they've been made whole, like Mr. Garrett has said. So I can have my investigator also try to reach out to the complaining witness as well. I know the state will make efforts too, so we can hopefully reconvene and hash this out as to what perhaps needs to be owed.
My only fear is, this is coming up on 10 years old.
Oh, yeah.
And victim, may have not kept documentation if it hadn't been turned over. So that's one of my concerns.
All right.
Maybe we can work it out, see what she would be wanting, something less than 8,000, or if she wanted 8,000.
All right, so it'll be extended, and then whenever y'all want to put it back on the docket, it can come back on the docket.
Okay, good.
And extend it for a year. All right, thank you. Who's here on Matthew Tyler Moran? Yes,
He should be on.
yes, he is. Mr. Moran?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
All right, so today is plea deadline date.
Yes, Your Honor. I've spoken to my client. He had been made an offer. At this point, he's rejecting it. We are respectfully asking we can have a trial date.
All right, so Mr. Moran,
Yes,
in
ma'am.
this court, if you have not reached an agreement with the state, then what ends up happening is you get your jury trial date, and the court is not going to consider any plea bargain agreements without good cause. Otherwise, you have to plead open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right, and you have a choice. If the state is in an agreement, you can go to a jury trial or a bench trial. If you come to me for a bench trial, what I can tell you, if the state proves its case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm going to find you guilty. If they don't prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm going to find you not guilty. So do you want a bench trial or a jury trial?
I would like a jury trial, please, ma'am.
All right. How long should this trial take? 2 days?
Sorry to interrupt you, but this is a special prosecutor that's not here today.
Okay.
So we're just stepping in so we would be unaware of how long it would last. Maybe defense counsel may know a little bit better.
I think about 2 days, Your Honor. My
Yes.
client is in the military and he's going to be deployed. So obviously never. So we respectfully ask that we can have
All right, when does he get deported?
last
Deployed.
week.
Deployed, yeah, thank you. I was like, he's not getting deported.
I mean,
Yeah.
the summer training where I
All
think
right, when is it, sir?
It's through August 12th, ma'am.
So are you currently deployed?
It'll be in 2 weeks. So,
Okay. And you say you'll be back August 12th?
yes, ma'am.
All right, Norma, if you can set this for a jury trial after August 12th, please, and it won't be any of the prosecutors here who will be trying it. I was like, when you said deported, I was like, I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
got it
that's the
wrong.
correct terminology.
Summer camp.
All right, your jury trial date is going to be September 16th. All right, thank you. You're excused. We'll see you back on September 16th, and you'll need to be present in court.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
The video is heart-wrenching to watch, and we have to warn you, some viewers may find the video disturbing. The video is so horrifying to watch that we're only going to show it to you once. In a video posted to Facebook, Havana Miller is seen on the balcony of an apartment complex in the 12,000 block of Culebra, holding a 3-month-old poodle while whipping the puppy with the belt 17 times.
Shut up!
In the video, you can hear Miller yelling at the puppy while the puppy cries. The puppy eventually breaks away and runs into a corner. 2 more strikes follow.
Jeanette Havana. All right,
I apologize.
no problem. If you'll come forward, please. Hello. Okay, today is plea deadline date.
Yes, Your Honor, we need to proceed with the next setting. We're unable to come to an agreement.
All right, so do you want a jury trial or a bench trial?
Jury trial.
All right. How long is this going to take? 3 days?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, 3-day jury trial date. No, it's criminal trial division. All right, July when? I'm sorry. All right, July 22nd will be your jury trial dates.
Your Honor, I'm out of town that week. My daughter is doing a major basketball tournament.
But are you going to put more pressure on her by being there?
Well, it's
All right.
mainly I'm her ride and I have to be there. So,
Oh, I'm just joking
I'm so
with you.
sorry. I normally
All
try
right,
to
can
jump
you
it
do
all,
that before that date, Ms. Ferguson?
like the week before. Yes.
All right, July 15th will be your jury trial date. Once you sign the jury, the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Do we need a discovery acknowledgement, Judge?
No, I showed that you've already completed one.
We have.
Understood.
Thank you. Court is calling 2024 CR 012163 State versus Jeffrey Guerrero. And are you Mr. Guerrero?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You entered a plea on May 22nd. You waived PSI and TAP evaluation. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 6 years in the prison. The state is silent on your application, and there's restitution to be determined. And of course, outside the agreement, there's no contact with certain persons. All right, are parties ready to proceed?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, counsel, do you have any witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
All right, the court will hear your argument.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Guerrero is an excellent candidate for deferred adjudication. It will allow the court to, and he'll have to be mindful that any mistake could cost him a lot of prison time. So I think with that over his head, I think he wants to comply with the conditions that this court lays on him. And I think he will do them diligently, Your Honor. And I just think it's the perfect fitness for him. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Guerrero, I don't think that probation is appropriate for you. According to the stipulations, this fire was set because you were paid. That's what you told the police.
I didn't tell the police that. It was somebody else who told the police that. That was the other people that told the police that, and at that there was no damage and nobody's pressing charges on.
No, I mean, you started, it says here that you attempted or you started a fire, so that's an arson, and you did it at an apartment complex. Many other people could have been injured.
It was a fence, man.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else?
And.
Oh, do you want to testify?
Because the video that I had
Would
saw.
you like to testify?
What does that mean?
That I have you raise your right hand, swear you in, and you tell me your story. All right, do solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Jeffrey Guerrero.
All right, so Mr. Guerrero, I want to let you know that if you tell me your story and the state deems that it is untruthful, then even though they made the agreement to remain silent, if there's something that you're untruthful about, they can question you about that. Do you understand? All right, what would you like to say?
I was just saying that,
Everyone, please whisper.
from the cause of it. I mean, when I saw the videos, what he showed me, they didn't have no proof of, who even did it or what, and then they're pointing the finger at me and they saw a vehicle and then from a vehicle, just because it was my ex, they know where I live, they've seen what I do, they see what I do every day, you know, they pass by the house every day. So they're pointing the finger at me because we're stealing my stuff and, they were just trying to get me in trouble for anything, but I haven't associated with these people like in 30 years and they want to point the finger at me. And from the scene, when I saw the video, they were towing a truck and you can't even see the license plates. From the license plates, they went to another place. Just by word of mouth, they told them that, where I live. So they went to my house, they ran a plate there at my house and they came under my name. That's what they told me. And that's how they got proof of saying that that truck was mine if they didn't read. How could they say it's my truck if they can't read the plates of the apartments?
All right. Any questions?
And
No, Judge.
from the looks of it, there was no damage done to any of the, when I saw the videos.
All right. Anything, any
Nothing
questions?
from me,
Jennifer? All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 6 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $2,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent. There's to be restitution, if any, to River Trail Apartments and Arlinda Galvan. There's to be no contact with Erlinda Galvan, Jose Galvan, Sandy Galvan, the River Trail Apartments. All right, good luck to you, sir. Court is calling 2024 CR 006824 State versus Marco Marino. Can I have parties announced?
Jones for the state. Christine Brown for the defense.
And are you Mr. Marino?
Yes, ma'am.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are not, Your Honor. We are proceeding on count 1 only, so waiving counts 2 and 3. And for count 1, we are proceeding on the lesser included offense of aggravated sexual assault of a child.
You want to put that on here?
Oh.
All right. Did you review admonishments? I'm sorry, any objections to the waivers?
No objections to the waivers.
All right. Any objections to proceeding under count 1 of aggravated sexual assault of a child?
There's no objection.
All right. Did you review the admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand the state is proceeding on count 1 aggravated sexual assault of a child? That's a first-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 5 to 99 years or life in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
All right, let's go off the record for a moment. All right, we're back on the record. Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, sentence you up to life in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count 1 aggravated sexual assault of a child. They're asking that the punishment be assessed at a cap of 12 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. The state is opposed to your application. There's to be Chapter 62 compliance and also no contact with the complainant. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
And to count 1 aggravated sexual assault of a child, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Counsel, I can set this for a PSI. That will be 6 to 8 weeks, or if you all just have witnesses and you want to go without PSI and bring in your witnesses, I can give you a shorter timeline.
Okay, we would opt for the PSI.
All right. Is there a need for a TAP evaluation?
No.
All right, need a PSI date, please? July 15th? All right, we'll be back on July 15th. At that time, I'll make a decision on your application. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, who is here? Court is calling 2025 CR 0035330 State versus Vanessa Mirabete. Can I have parties announced? All right, and you are Miss Variant. Yes. Did you understand you're charged with injury to a child or disabled, elderly or disabled person bodily injury as a third-degree felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand that the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? According to the plea, punishment is be assessed at 2 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. State is silent on your applications. This will run concurrent with 2025 CC 003873. There's an affirmative finding of family violence and no contact with the complainant. Yes. Outside the agreement, there's a request for a mental health evaluation and follow all recommendations. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? After reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. What we can do, counsel, I can set it for a mental health evaluation. How long will that take just to do a MIC evaluation, probation?
Judge, it's gonna be 3 weeks.
All right. So do you want the TAP as well, counselor, or just the mental health evaluation? All right. If we can do just a MIC evaluation, it is 2025 CR 0035330.
Thank you.
All right. So what we'll do then, I'll set it for June 12th. Is that enough time?
Yes, Judge.
All right. So you'll come back on June 12th and I'll make my decision at that time. All right. Thank you.
Hey, Grandma, stop and listen here. There's something fishy in the air. They're sliding in with sweet romance, but honey, they don't stand a chance. Talk to your grandma, tell her the plan. Scammers lurking every hand. Western Union selling cash app too. They're taking money right from you on Facebook, Instagram. They play even in the games where you slay. They whisper love and make it sweet, but their promises dusted sea. Talk to your grandma, tell her the plan. Scammers lurking every hand. Western Union selling cash app too. They're taking money right from you. They didn't grow up with AI brains, don't understand these digital games. So lend them your wisdom, lend them your time. Stop those scammers committing their crime. Grandma, you're golden, don't be a prey. Keep your money, don't let it stray. Romance scammers have no heart. Let's shut them down, let's make them part. Talk to your grandma, tell her the plan. Scammers lurking every hand. Western Union selling cash app too. They're taking money right from you. Hey, Grandma, stop and listen here. There's something fishy in the air. They're sliding in with sweet romance, but honey, they don't stand a chance. Talk to your grandma, tell her the plan. Scammers lurk in every hand. Western Union selling cash app too. They're taking money right Their promises are just deceit. Talk to your grandma, tell her the plan. Scammers lurk in every hand. Western Union, selling cash up too. They're taking money right from you. They didn't grow up with AI brains, don't understand these digital games. So lend them your wisdom, lend them your time. Stop those scammers committing their crime. Grandma, you're golden, don't be a prey. Keep your money, don't let it stray. Romance scammers have no heart. Let's shut them down, let's make them part. Hey! Motherfucker, you're not all day. Scrolling down the screen like it's a treasure map. Promises of riches, but it's just a trap. They're sliding in your DMs with the cheesy line. Girl, don't let them play you, keep your heart in line. I'm worried about you, don't fall for the scam. They're selling you a dream, but it's all a sham. Romance online can be a risky dance. Keep your head on straight, don't give them a chance. He's got a profile pic looking sharp and clean, but that same photo's on about 1,000 screens. He says he's overseas and his wallet's tight. Girl, why's he asking you to make it right? I'm worried about you, don't fall for the scam. They're selling you a dream, but it's all a sham. Romance online can be a risky dance. Keep your head on straight, don't give him a chance. If he's asking for money, honey, that's a red flag. Don't let a fake prince make your savings lag. Block and report, don't hesitate. You deserve real love, not a scammer's bait. They promise you the stars, but they're selling air, leaving you with empty pockets and despair. Trust your gut, don't believe the game. True love won't ask for cash or play with your name. I'm worried about you, don't fall for the scam. They're selling you a dream, but it's all a sham. Romance online can be a risky dance. Keep your head on straight, don't give them a chance. I'm worried about you, don't fall for the scam. They're selling you a dream, but it's all a sham. Romance online can be a risky dance. Keep your head on straight, don't give them a chance. You got a message, oh so sweet, but honey, don't you dare retreat. They're spinning lies behind the screen. It's not the love you think you've seen. Don't fall for it, don't you dare. They're selling dreams that lead nowhere. Guard your heart and guard your gold. Their tricks are tied, their tales are old. They'll say you're special, one of a kind, but check the facts, don't lose your mind. A love so quick, it's just too fast. That kind of spark, it never lasts. Don't fall for it, don't you dare. They're selling dreams that lead nowhere. Guard your heart and guard your gold. Their tricks are tied, their tales are old. up that number, shut it down. Don't let their schemes run your town. You're too sharp, you're way too smart. Keep your money and your heart.